If you're in business of any sort, at some point you're probably going to be faced with a question that resembles this. What's in it for me? Also known as the Witham question, right? If you Google the question, which I did, you'll face about 8.5 billion with a B different options to click on. So it's something that's obviously on a lot of people's minds. It's not just something I've happened upon in my own little world. In your work life, you've probably built elaborate communications, marketing, engagement, or change management plans that eventually touch on this question. What's in it for me? And when thinking about how a change is going to impact others, it's really not a bad question, I don't think. But I do think it's an overused one that comes with a host of consequences that really are unintentional, and it doesn't get us to the heart of change. It doesn't ultimately scratch the itch of human motivation. I think that the Witham question, right, the what's in it for me question, is indicative of a belief about human nature and how people change and are motivated. And it's a belief that's grounded in a theory of human motivation that's ultimately pretty selfish and self-centered. So here's what I propose. What if next time when we are tempted to ask the Witham question, what's in it for me, we also subsequently ask, what's in it for others? Like, just change the question a bit. Or, what can I contribute? Just try to pivot from putting self in the center to introducing other into the center. There's plenty of research that I won't nerd out about right now that ultimately supports the idea that goals are more likely to be achieved, motivation is more likely to be increased, and employee engagement levels are more likely to jump up when we're plugged into something higher than ourselves. I recognize that this is probably counterintuitive to the $10 billion self-care industry. And so let me be clear though, I'm not bashing self-care or thinking about what's in it for me. I think it is important that we think about what others care about. People do need their basic needs met before they can really move very far. But don't just stop at what's in it for me. Let's be more expansive when trying to motivate others. Let's give people a sense of purpose that's beyond themselves. And let's invite the opportunity for contribution into the room. My ultimate fear really is that all this talk of what's in it for me, period, has an unintended consequence that builds or reinforces a self-centered life, which ironically enough is not going to lead to self-satisfaction and motivation and engagement. The irony of all of this is that I believe we're most satisfied when others are most served. So here's another way of thinking about marketing, change management, communication, employee engagement. Instead of only asking, what's in it for me, introduce and insert the question of, what's in it for others? And see what happens. That's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm going to put some research here in the post as well so you can see that these aren't just my opinions. There's other people smarter than me to help back this up. Hope you're well. Bye-bye.